This evening, we take a closer look at vigilante justice. It's the act of civilians who do not have the authority to enforce laws taking matters in their own hands. It doesn't always do, but sometimes this leads to death. Anthony Lugg has this Primetime News In Focus report, Jungle Justice, Mob Killings in Jamaica. And he now joins us live. Anthony, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Herman. So, not the first time we've delved into this issue, but thought it necessary following a recent deadly attack by a mob in Manchester. Usually, the people who participate in mob killings go after supposed criminals without bearing in mind that their actions are also criminal. They are criminals among us, not your typical gunmen, but these people take justice in their hands.
People who engage in mob killing are no different from other killers.
Jungle justice in Jamaica spans decades, and despite numerous pleas from human rights activists for it to stop, the practice continues. Michael Jackson is Executive Director for human rights group Jamaicans for Justice.
Participating in justice does not mean taking the law in your own hands and abusing and violating someone else.
There's limited data, but a check of the RJR Gleaner archives showed a number of mob killings committed in the last 10 years. Among them, the 2012 killing of a man who was chopped by an angry mob. 2013, JFJ condemns mob killing of cross-dresser. 2014, mob killing claims the life of alleged sex offender. 2015, mob chops suspected robber to death. Fast forward to 2021, man mistaken for suspected abductor killed in St. Thomas. And 2022, Manchester man accused of robbery killed by mob. At a recent media briefing, the police commissioner revealed that mob killings account for 1% of murders in the country.
Too much ignorance people them are traveling with, and them not thinking before them act.
The pain of the heinous act considered justice by those involved not only affects the victim, but families are left devastated. Rosalie Campbell Morris is all too familiar with the trauma. Her brother, Chieftain Campbell, was slain at the hands of an angry mob in Mandeville after being accused of robbery. It was later revealed that he was the one being robbed.
For him to be killed like that, innocently, just to be looking like somebody, and you start throwing blows and carrying on until you take his life. Awful.
Over in St. Thomas, similar cries from the family of Levi Chambers. He was mistaken for Davian Bryan, the man suspected of abducting 2 girls in the parish.
Justice, tears. Just I talk to you right now.
As if struggling with the death of a loved one is not already a task, getting justice is another. This is the location in Landaway where it's said Levi Chambers took his last breath after being attacked and stabbed by an angry mob. As to why Mr. Chambers was by this riverside, no one knows. It's been 7 months since the incident unfolded, and as the family awaits closure, the police are yet to arrest anyone in connection with the ordeal.
I can read in the story where the person that them hold that chap that them was looking for, his father said, him glad them hold him, because if the mob hold him, them going kill him like how them kill an innocent person for him. Everyone appreciate them old man who take away the 2 girls. What about the person who killed the innocent youth? Him still out there? Are them still out there?
In the case of Chieftain Campbell, the Mandeville police recently charged a taxi operator in connection with his death. While that may bring some level of comfort, calls for investigators to dig deeper.
The truth is out there, and the one person that they hold, that's not enough. Because a lot of them beat him in the head and neck, and he suffered everything and died.
In part 2, the experts weigh in. Anthony Lugg, TVJNews.